So what's up, everybody? So look, man, let's get right into this one. So let's talk about that knockdown that Morrell scored on Benavidez. So, we come to find out that actually wasn't a knockdown, right? That Morrell didn't even land the punch. Benavidez blocked the punch, and Benavidez tripped over Morrell's leg. So when I was over here giving Morrell credit for that knockdown, I honestly thought that he did land the punch, bro. But then, shout out to Showbiz. He comes out, he shows the slow motion footage, and we find out that shit was not a knockdown, right? So me, when I was watching the fight, I didn't catch that shit because, I had some friends over and shit, bro, family over, and we were just having a good time. And, the shit just happened so fast that I didn't really see it like that, right? But yeah, so that wasn't a knockdown. So let's just scratch that shit off, right? Anybody that's gonna be out here talking that, oh, Benavidez got knocked down, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you guys could go ahead and run with it, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys are, because like I've been telling you guys, this is what you guys have to do at this point. But it's been debunked, right? That shit wasn't a knockdown. Now, I've went back and watched the highlights, bro. I'm hoping that they release this fight soon so we could, it's always cool. Or for me at least, right? I love going back and watching the fights and then studying them, because when I watch them live, I always tell you guys, bro, I watch this shit as a boxing fan. And I like to go back and then study up and see what really happened in the fight, who did what, what mistakes were made. But another thing that I want to talk about in this fight, remember I told you guys, bro, I like this fight so much because I knew Morrell. Well, I was hoping that Morrell was going to be that guy to test Benavidez, because there's a lot of things about Benavidez that I have questions about. Not that I have questions about, but that I still want to see, right? And one of the things was that I've never seen Benavidez get tested, bro. And for me, I like to see the fighters get tested to see what they're really about. But did Morrell test Benavidez? Hell yeah, he did, right? Were my questions answered? Hell yeah, man. There was 2 times in this fight where Morrell rocked Benavidez, and those shots, they could have put any other fighter out. Actually, those are the shots that Morrell pretty much knocks all his opponents out with, It was that little short hook on the inside when Benavidez was coming in. I forgot, it was like the 3rd or 4th round, bro, some shit like that. Morrell clipped him with a nice little short hook while Morrell was on the ropes. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it seemed like it buzzed David Benavidez, man. And Benavidez ate that shit. What did he do, bro? He came out swinging. He took that shot, and everybody was thinking he was rocked. They wobbled him for sure. But was he really hurt like that? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Only he knows, right? But whether he was hurt or not, the way he answered that call, it showed me what I needed to know about Benavidez, bro. This guy's got a fucking chin. This guy fights through adversity. And it was funny because I saw the replay for that shit. When Morrell lands that little shot on him, Benavidez actually landed his own shot on Morrell, and I believe that he stunned Morrell at the same time, bro. And that's why after that shit, bro, they both started trading off with each other, and the dog came out of both of them, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of the times, that was one of the best punches that Morrell landed. Now, the second time, and this is where I believe that he did stun Benavidez, right? Like, I do believe that Morrell hurt Benavidez, but it was that cheap shot. Well, I'm not going to call it a cheap shot, right? The late shot after the bell where they took the point away from Morrell. Morrell landed a shot on Benavidez with Benavidez. He wasn't expecting it at all. Benavidez had already loosened up, right? So when you're fighting, when you're in the fight and you got your guard up, you're expecting a punch to come, bro. You tense up different, you know what I'm saying? You're expecting the punch, so you're prepared for that shit. The fact that Morrell hit Benavidez with a shot that fucking clean and Benavidez was completely loose, he wasn't expecting that shit, and he ate that shit like that, bro. Morrell cracked his ass, bro, hard, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that it did hurt Benavidez. But the fact that Benavidez ate that shot, came back the next round and did what he did, see, this is exactly what I wanted to see, bro. And this just shows me, bro, it confirms that Benavidez really is that guy that we all thought he was, This motherfucker really is a monster, bro. Getting hit from a guy with power shots like Morrell and he ate, you know, he just took them shots, bro, kept coming forward. It answered every fucking question that I had about Benavidez, man. And it's really making me think that, bro, Benavidez is something else, man. He really is. Benavidez, what I'm trying to say, bro, is Benavidez is even more special than what I thought he was, you know. And look, there's a lot of things that I want to get into this video, man. I don't know if I should make this video longer, leave it for another video, but I see the Canelo groupies, bro. And I had told you guys. What did I tell you guys? And I knew this shit was going to happen, bro, because I already know how you fucking guys think. And, you know, if I told you guys, don't go from, oh, Morrell is going to knock out Benavidez to, Benavidez beat a guy with only 10, 11 fights or whatever it was. And this is exactly what happened, you know what I'm saying? You guys really have no shame at the end of the day, bro. And it's always going to be like this, bro. It's just pathetic behavior from pathetic people, bro, that can't even keep it real and give Benavidez his props for fighting, you know, what I told you guys was the #2 best contender at 168, you know. I've had all kinds of people leaving just some stupid ass comments and shit, right? But I'm gonna make a video especially for you guys. Don't worry, you know, I'll get on y'all motherfuckers, bro, because I know a lot of people are gonna be waiting for that video. But I want to talk boxing right now. And look, man, there's something else that I want to talk about, right? Benavidez is 28 years old, and I was summing up his career, and he's been having one hell of a fucking career. You know, his last 4 fights, you know, they've all been bangers, bro. This guy's been stepping up his, you know, he's been stepping up levels in each one of his fights. Now he's up here at 175, lined up to take on the undisputed. You know, he could become undisputed up here at 175, right? And, you know, all of the Canelo groupies, bro, they always want to compare Canelo's career and everything that his accomplishments to Benavidez, right? But then I started thinking about this shit, and I was like, man, who is really having a better career here? You know what I'm saying? Benavidez is 28 years old, right? What did Canelo do when he was 28? And now let's compare this shit, since this is what you guys like to do so much, right? At 28 years old, man, guess what? Canelo already had took a loss, you know, got his ass whooped, bro. Lost every single fucking round in a fight, something that Benavidez hasn't even came close to doing. Canelo had already took a loss, and he already had a draw on his record. And guess what else, bro? He had already popped dirty for clenbuterol. At 28 years old, at this point in Benavidez's career, this is what Canelo had accomplished. He accomplished a lot of other things, of course, but this is what was going on with Canelo's career. 1 loss, 1 draw, pop dirty for clenbuterol. You know what I'm saying? At 28 years old in David Benavidez's career, look at everything that he's accomplished so far, right? And if you guys like talking titles and belts and all that shit, realistically, David Benavidez could be undisputed right now if Canelo would have gave him his shot. And even if you just take Canelo out of the equation, do you guys not think that Benavidez would be undisputed anyways? Do you guys not think that he would have beat Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant? Well, they gifted Canelo a couple of belts along the way, right? Let's just keep it real. But any of those guys at 168, Benavidez would have took out. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for having somebody, a little special guy right there at 168 that they break all the rules for, and that, you know, a little diva that just does whatever he wants and doesn't want to give the fighters their opportunity to become great, you know, Benavidez would have been having a way better run than Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? There is only one fighter when you compare these two guys at 28 that is still undefeated, and that is David Benavidez, you know. And it's funny how people still try to treat Canelo like he's an undefeated fighter when he's already got 2 losses, you know, a draw. So what are we really talking about here, bro? So if you guys like to compare records, you guys throw that shit in the mix too, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna make this video that much longer. I'll be back dropping more videos, you know, because there's a lot of things to talk about. But I'm gonna leave it right here for now.
On behalf of the Canelo Alvarez Nation, can you throw us a bone?